everyone, my name is Anne Marie and I am so thrilled that we are gathering together in the kitchen. Welcome to all of you. Today I'm going to show you how to make an easy family dinner. So easy that you can literally pull it together in minutes, which is my favorite kind of family dinner. It is that simple and ridiculously yummy. Now, before we dive in, I just want you to think for a minute, okay? What's your biggest mealtime challenge? Is it that you're so busy that you have no time to cook? Or maybe cooking feels like, a lot of work and it's not easy. For others, it might be just trying to bring meals in on a budget. Or you're looking for options that are easier and healthier than takeout, which is a noble quest. Whatever your mealtime dilemma is, I'm gonna show you today how Epicure's got you covered on all of those challenges. Getting a meal on the table every night can feel like a juggling act. It can feel like drudgery, right? Well, with Epicure, it becomes an easy routine that's healthful, budget conscious, ready in 20 minutes or less, and of course, absolutely delicious. Today, I'm really excited to walk you through this family favorite dinner of kid-approved, crispy, crunchy chicken or tofu strips, along with a leafy green salad with Dijon tarragon dressing and iconic butter tarts for dessert. Don't know what butter tarts are? They are a Canadian classic, and I cannot wait to tell you about them in just a little bit. Now, a meal like this is going to serve a family of 4 and costs less than $5 per serving. Less than $5, you guys. That is so much cheaper than takeout, and it's so much better for you. The recipes are straightforward, and they do not use a lot of ingredients. Most can be made from your pantry staples that you already have, plus a few fresh ingredients. So let's jump in. Okay, so first, you wanna start by preheating your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? We're using the crispy and crunchy coating mix on this one. Guys, it is gluten-free, made with no artificial colors or flavors. Store-bought coatings like shake and bake often contain wheat and a lot of other ingredients that are found on our never ever list. That means things we never add to the products, such as hydrogenated oil and high fructose corn syrup. Epicure Coatings doesn't have any of that, and it's got 25% less sodium than shake and bake. So for those of you whose mealtime challenge is looking for something healthier and faster, right? Or as we like to call it, good food real fast, this coating mix is your new best friend. Now, we're gonna place 2 cooling racks on a sheet pan, okay, like this, and underneath that we're putting a sheet pan liner. Now hold it up here so you can see it, okay? This liner is custom fit into this sheet pan, okay? They fit together like a beautiful thing. So it's made of flexible, reusable, non-stick, 100% food grade silicone. That's good stuff. And it's got this little raised edging, can you see it here? To make sure that nothing's gonna spill over. The good news is it's dishwasher, freezer, and oven safe. It is heat stable. You can cook up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. But you know what? I never put it in the dishwasher because it just wipes clean so easily. The same with all our silicone cookware. So save that room in your dishwasher for something else. This is way easier than scrubbing a pan, okay? Now, we're using these cooling racks here, and they're great so that air can circulate under the meat, keeping it nice and crispy, which is really the magic in this recipe, okay? Now, you wanna make sure that you'll lightly brush the racks with oil to prevent sticking when you cook. So make sure to do that right off the top, okay? Now, what I've done here to make it really simple and to save myself some time is that I've purchased chicken already cut into strips because on a weeknight, it's just so nice to throw it into the bowl, okay? But I could just as easily have chosen chicken breasts and used our Prep Pro scissors, you gotta check them out, ask your consultant, to really easily cut them into strips, okay? What you're going for, hot tip, just make sure they're the same size, same with tofu if you're using that, tofu, I can say it, so that they all cook at the same rate, all right? Super simple to do this. You're gonna take 2 tablespoons of either mayo or plain yogurt. I've got it pre-served here in my prep bowl that has measurements here, okay? And then I'm gonna use that to just coat the chicken. And what that's gonna do, of course, is make it so that the coating mix really sticks on the outside of the chicken, okay? So we're gonna use our grip and grab tongs here, or a spoon, whatever. I love these grip and grab tongs to use, and they're really great in cookware because they're not gonna scratch it up, okay? So I've given that a good mix just because I want a really good coating. And then I'm going to take the crispy and crunchy mix. I'm gonna pour it in here and really coat this chicken, okay? And like I say, the magic is in getting a nice crispy coating. All right, let me get a piece that's nice and covered here so you can see. And imagine this on a weeknight. You can see your kids doing this, right? Like this is super, super simple. And then you're going to leave some space in between the chicken. Don't let it overlap because you want to get a nice full cook, okay? So make sure to get that space. And then all you are going to do is cook that for 12 to 15 minutes at that 450 degrees. And what you're looking for is that it's turning golden. So just however that works in your oven, okay? Now the recipe is right on the package, but there are lots of other ways that you can use it. It's multi-purpose. So you can use it to cook chicken strips like this and nuggets, right? Or think of other meats and a fish and seafood and even veggies, like think yams and zucchini. I mean, how delicious is that? And one package seasons 16 chicken strips. So you know what, you're easily feeding a family of 4 with that. So while those cook, you wanna make your salad, okay? So you're doubling up on your time. You're putting this meal together really super quickly. I've got a bowl of mixed grains. Again, I bought it like this. All I did was put in the bowl, okay? And you could add whatever favorite veggies you and your family want. Here's a great thing to keep in mind. Guys, this is a beautiful tool. It's a mandolin that makes really simple work of slicing and julienning veggies for salads. It just looks a little fancier and tastes so good. And then you can toss this mandolin right into the dishwasher. When you're done, it cleans up so quickly. You won't know how you lived without this tool. So great for salads like julienning beets, carrots, even apples for your salads, right? It's great for scalloped potatoes, great for stuff that goes into your nourish bowls. Okay, let's whip up the dressing for a salad. Here's the thing. Dressings are so worth making yourself. You get a fresher flavor, plus you get to make just the amount you need, so you don't have waste in your fridge. How many of you have had bottles just go really ucky in the door of your fridge, right? Just make what you need. Now this blend, it's a beautiful blend, you guys. It's vegan, it's low sodium, no artificial colors or flavor, and it features Canadian mustard seeds so that you know they're very nice and very polite mustard seeds. So that's a big selling feature. Now, here's how quick it is to make this delicious tarragon dressing, okay? And guys, I am just using the recipe that is on the side of the jar, okay? Using our 4-in-1 spice spoon. All right, this is 4 measurements in 1 spoon. No more jangly spoons, and they all fit into Epicure's seasoning jars, so it's perfect to have. If you've got some Epicure in your cupboard, you want this one. Okay, now you're gonna measure 2 tablespoons. I wish you could smell it. It's beautiful, it's fragrant. Dijon, tarragon, so good. So you're gonna do 2 tablespoons of those, and then you're gonna mix it with a 1/2 cup each of mayo and plain yogurt, okay? Which is the base for lots of sort of dips and dressings, right? And then to kind of get it to that dressing consistency, you're going to pour in a 1/3 cup of milk, okay? And then what takes it over the top is just a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. You guys, it adds that brightness. Your kids will still like it. They may not like it on its own, but when you blend it all in with this one, this is gonna be a favorite, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna whisk this all together. And like really, again, this is something kids can make if you've got kids, right? And you can let it sit for a little bit. We've got this 4-cup prep bowl. You can pop the lid on if you make it early, just put it in the fridge. Or we've even got a cruet here, which makes for great pouring. You could mix it right in the cruet. It's got measurements on the side, you guys. We've got you covered, okay? And 1 dressing makes 1 1/4 cups of dressing. 1 jar makes 5 cups of dressing, you guys. So you are getting lots of value. Those of you who said your mealtime challenge is budget, come on, this one is for you. It's also really super versatile. You can make it as a dressing or a dip, right? You wouldn't thin it out like we did here for the dip. And both those recipes are on the jar. And then it's so great on salads, excellent drizzled over, think grilled or roasted fish, chicken, pork, beef, asparagus. How good would it be on asparagus or steamed potatoes, canned tuna or salad? And you know what I love it on? Steamed cauliflower. So, so good. And then, as with Epicure, any Epicure seasoning blend, you can use it to season pasta or rice salads, mashed potatoes, cauliflower rice. There's just so many ways you can take this. One jar gives you so, so much. And so look, I'm just gonna pour it on so you can see kind of the consistency it comes out at. Look at that. Oh, you guys, seriously? I'm taking a taste. Oh, it's so good. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. All right, that's our salad. It only takes a few minutes, you guys, to add a fresh salad to your meal. Do it. It's so good for you. It makes life better. And it brings a meal just such color and goodness, right? So at this point by now, if you're timing it, your chicken tenders would be ready to go. But before we plate this meal, let's talk dessert. Because there's a good one here, you guys. True North butter tarts. They are so named because they are a Canadian icon. You want to think of them as tiny little pecan pies without the nuts. There's no mix on the market like this. It is unique to Epicure. What I love is this recipe is so easy. As a kid, butter tarts were a really big treat in my house. My mom would make her own pastry for the tarts. She'd make the filling from scratch, and they were truly a labor of love because they took time. I'll tell you what, my mom's mind will be blown when she sees this. She's gonna love it because this glorious recipe takes just a few minutes to put together. Here's how simple it is. You guys, seriously, just the 3 ingredients and the blend, okay? You're gonna put this mix into a bowl. You can pull it out, there we go, with a 1/4 cup of water. I pre-measured it here. A 1/4 cup of melted butter. These go right into the microwave, so you could just melt it up from here. And I'm doing this in my stainless steel 8-cup multi-purpose pot. I've got a reason for that, and I'll tell you in a minute. It's induction friendly, if you're wondering, so keep that in mind. It's got measurements on the inside, which is really cool. And the lid has 2 different sizes of strainers on it, so you don't need to pull out a colander when you're making mac and cheese. How much do you love that? Fewer dishes, people, that's what it's all about. Now, you can also whisk in an egg, although it's optional. If you want a little bit of a gooier tart, you can omit the egg, okay? And then you just divide the filling between your tart shells. We've got the cute little ones here, okay? And the reason I made it, I suggest this pot for making it is, then I can just pour it out, okay? It's got an ergonomic handle that is not gonna wreck your wrist when you do that. This is a really great pot to have around your kitchen, okay? Now, of course, you're gonna pre-cook the shells according to the instructions on the package. You can buy the pre-made, right? That's cutting some corners, and it's usually just about 10 minutes. Then you're gonna bake it on the sheet pan at 375 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes, or until the filling is lightly browned and bubbly. It is that simple, you guys. It is so good. That filling is going to thicken as the tarts cool. So for the best results, you're gonna cool it for at least 10 to 15 minutes before you eat, so it has time to set, okay? One recipe makes about 18 mini tarts. It's best used with, you could do regular size or the mini, but it's gonna be too runny for a large 9-inch pie shell, okay? Now, here's the thing, you can make them ahead. You can freeze them for up to 2 months for treats on demand. I love pulling ready-made treats out of the freezer, it feels good. And of course, you can actually make them dairy-free by using vegan butter. It works, okay? And then you can dress them up. Yes, you can. You can just zhuzh these things up with chopped walnuts or pecans or even chocolate chips. And in Canada, you should know, there are 2 camps, raisins or no raisins. Now, I was raised on raisins, but I will eat them any way I can get. And guess what? If you're looking for a 100-calorie Epic Life Program approved dessert, divide the fillings between 24 mini tart shells. I promise you, you will get enough flavor to really feel like you've had a treat. Okay, Before moving on, I want to just talk about the sheet pan. It's glorious. We cooked the chicken on it. We're using it for the butter tarts. You can use it for a sheet pan meal, you know, where you cook your meat and your veggies together. It is professional quality. It's made from a single seamless piece of aluminum. And it's got, of course, the rim to catch the drips and the spills. And it's heavy duty. So it's evenly distributing the heat and it's holding the heat while you cook. So for mess-free baking and roasting and cleanup, you're gonna pair it with that sheet pan liner we talked about at the beginning. They are the perfect team. And Epicure always stands by their products, so the good news is that this and any other product of cookware has a 90-day money-back guarantee, which is super cool. And by the way, if you'd rather get it for free or half price, and who wouldn't, you can host your own Epicure cooking class, have some fun with your friends, get some great meal ideas, and stock up your kitchen with great meal solutions for next to nothing. So talk to your consultant and book today. So we are going to plate this up. I'm gonna put some salad. I've got some salad here, and we've got the chicken, and look how delicious that looks. And of course, again, I'm gonna top it. I'm getting messy now, you guys, but that's how you know we're really cooking. I'm just gonna top it with some more of this dressing so you can just see the ooey goodness of it, okay? And look, you guys, this would be really cool as a nourish bowl, okay? You could add some quinoa cooked in the round steamer. Have you guys heard about our round steamer? If you have not, talk to your consultant, STAT, okay? I use mine all the time, and my favorite thing to cook in it is a whole 3-pound roasting chicken in the microwave in 20 minutes. It tastes exactly like oven roasted chicken, and the steamer wipes clean. Simple. And the chicken itself, so tender and so delicious. Now you can also cook pasta and rice and ground beef and so much more. This and our multi-purpose steamer are top picks for hosts to get for free or half price. So again, ask your consultant about it. But back to our plate, for those of you whose mealtime challenge is time and you need fast and easy, come on, you cannot get faster or easier than this. It goes from raw to ready in 20 minutes or less with next to no cleanup and tastes 1,000 times better than takeout or prepackaged food. You just add your butter tart. I don't know, maybe another one. Oh, look, it jumped off the plate. We're just gonna add one more. And then guess what? The crowd around your table is gonna be cheering. There might even be tears. Now, I'm gonna go feed my family this ready-made meal, which is what I love about what I do. I can share this cooking class with you, and then I take it straight to my family dinner table. So have a talk with your consultant if you wanna know more about doing what they do and what I do, which is just inspiring people to eat better, to stress less about what's for dinner, to make cooking easy. It can be easy, you guys. It can be fun, it can be fulfilling, and I get to eat for my job. So you need to think about that. So thank you for being here. Make sure to stock up on all the amazing ingredients and time-saving cookware you saw right here today so that you can wow everyone at your next meal. You're gonna rock it. Enjoy.